Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
All starting to kick off in the house. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, but business first. We now know that the final housemates joining Marissa in tomorrow night's eviction are Chad, Karthik, Sarah, and Trisha. We're going to be hearing from the nominees, friends and superfans ahead of the first eviction later on. But forget the Big Brother Members Club. The CBB Bots panel is the most exclusive venue in show business. Let me tell you, come on! Enjoyed by only the very top of the celeb world. So, who has been lucky enough to get their name on the list tonight? First up, after tonight's show, I think we're going to need some love, peace and harmony. Yeah. Added with a dose of, wow! Fresh from the house is Chanel McCleary! Just keeps coming back. I don't think she left.
Can't get rid of
We've tried. Next, he's a New Zealand journo who shows his biz literally everywhere. It's showbiz reporter Dan Wootton. And finally, there are, I'd say, the odd few Bradleys who get me hot and bothered. I mean, Pitt, Cooper, Bradley Walsh. I mean, what a looker. But none of them get me going like this one. It's Bradley McIntyre. Oh, well, why not? Let's dive straight in and talk about our first batch of nominated housemates. Dan, are the right people up with Marissa, do you think?
No, I don't think so, actually, because there are some of them that I really think would be a big loss for the house, especially Karthik, especially Sarah. Yes. Although I'm sort of quite glad they nominated her because of all of that drama.
Oh, I mean, drama. Poor Sarah. She took it to heart, didn't she?
Yeah, and I was always worried. I actually said on the Lorraine show when the lineup was announced.
Oh, that's it. Plug your other show. I'm on Lorraine.
That I was very worried about Sarah going in because I didn't think she'd be able to handle any form of rejection whatsoever because she's so vulnerable. And sure enough, tonight, we saw quite an explosion. In saying that, though, I think Paul dealt with it really badly.
You think Paul dealt with it quite bad? Oh, quite a lot of agreeing here. We're going to be talking about that properly in a second. Brad, you know what it's like to be part of an exclusive club. Get where I'm going? Yeah! Oh, look, they're so easily pleased, Brad. It's unbelievable. Who do you think's had a lucky escape not being up this week?
I would say Jordan.
You'd say Jordan?
I would say Jordan because he's the whole water thing on the bed and everything and peeing a few people off in the house. I think maybe just being a bit of a fly.
You reckon?
Being a bit of a fly in the house. I think out of everyone, I would have said him or Sam. But Sam's already kind of...
Hashtag jam.
Yeah.
Well, look, we just spoke about her. Someone who didn't have that lucky escape was Sarah, thanks to her friend, Paul. He didn't hold back in his reasons for nominations. To say that she took the shredding to heart probably would be the understatement of the series so far. Chanel, look, Dan's just said what he thinks. Look, I know Sarah as well. Sarah is a really, really lovely girl. And, yeah, she can be vulnerable at times, Dan. I totally get that. But do you think she should have reacted the way she reacted, or do you think she should just toughen up and say what she feels and just deal with it?
I can't really say anything because whenever I was put up, I was like, yeah, it's just nominations, don't take it to heart, and then I was throwing eggs around.
Yeah.
I did not take it well.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised she's acted up because when you're in there, you think, wow, these people are being nice to my face, but they don't really like me, and it's hard to not take it to heart like it is. I would like to see the fun side more and not the crying and
Because
the
I've got to
getting
say
down.
this, without me having my opinion, when she did have a drink, and we saw in the show,
Yeah, and
she
I
was
love
just having a
that.
laugh. Like,
I loved it.
She was like sprawled all over the place, and you know.
But this is the problem. Sarah like overanalyzes everything, and so she's not going to let herself enjoy it because she's thinking, "Oh my goodness,
She's had a
what are
rocky
my
time.
critics going to think about
I mean,
this?"
Dan, you've written about it for years. You know, she's had a rocky time with the press. Her main goal, as she said, going in there, I want the press to look at me differently.
I know, but Riley, she needs to stop talking about it.
Exactly.
She just needs to
enjoy
stop talking
herself.
about it.
Go in there, be herself,
Relax.
have a drink, have a laugh. Don't bite people, but have a laugh.
Because we don't actually write about her as much as she thinks.
Yeah, we are. No more words, the words of January. Well, listen, it doesn't look like there wasn't any love lost between the two this morning. I've not got one, but I've got two exclusive clips. So, let's start with what Mr. Danan had to say.
Sarah just lost it, started fucking hitting below the belt and being really rude.
Have you spoke to Sarah?
She started being very spiteful, calling me psycho, calling me some serious names, man. She says that's not what mates do and all that, and she's thinking that we all I'm mates with her on the outside, and it's absolute bullshit. And I've never even spoken to her in my life on the outside.
No, I do really hear someone doesn't like hang. Listen.
Like she makes it sound like we know each other and we don't.
Thank you.
That's what makes me. That's what's weird.
Hold
I
up.
don't like him.
Channeling a bit of Mariah there.
I don't like
I don't
him.
know her. Right, let's see what Sarah had to say.
Paul all right, or is he sulking?
I think he's okay. I mean...
I just heard him say something to Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mumbling about it. I think he went quiet because he realised I was there.
I think he felt like you got really personal with him last night. Do you think you're going to have a chat, or...?
I just need some time.
Yeah.
I do, with him. Sam, maybe I can... Like, we're kind of speaking, but I'm more pissed with Paul because he was supposed to be a friend. And to say that I wasn't sincere when I say sorry, when he can't tell when I'm joking, going, "Oh, you little shit." And you know what I mean? It's just like, he's shit stirring. I just don't trust him. Even if we do start talking again, I'll never trust him again.
Well, it looked like they haven't buried the hatchet just yet. Brad, what side are you on?
Do you know, I do feel for Sarah a little bit, you know. I know what it's like coming out of a pop band. She wants to reinvent herself now, you know. She's probably living in the shadow of Cheryl a little bit, you know. She wants to go in the house. And obviously, she's got a little bit of history.
Don't mention the C word around Sarah, okay?
Literally, it's the way you say it.
No, even I'm scared. I know. Listen, I just feel like you give her a bit of a chance. You know, I feel she's coming there. She's put on this version of herself that she wants people to see, but I don't think it's really her. But let her warm up a little bit.
Do you know what
Let
I think,
her-
though? I've got to say it. I think if she was just herself, I think we'd love her even more.
I said the exact same thing.
I really do.
We'd love her even more.
Even if she's had a drink and she's having a laugh. Where are you standing on this? Barbara always puts her hands out. God bless her.
Sorry. The way that they showed it was as though she was in the diary room for hours and hours
She
crying.
probably wasn't,
No, I
Barbara.
don't think so. But you
She
know,
was in there a while.
You know how small that place is. There's nowhere to go, is there?
No, there's
and I'm
not.
sorry, but I would have slapped him if I...
Oh, well, I mean, we don't condone violence on this show, but shame on you, Barbara. How dare you? Here you go, darling.
She was in the pool. Nobody joined her, and she was made to feel an idiot. I felt so sorry for her.
You felt sorry for her?
Right, I must say, I'm going to say it, he's such a dickhead.
Oh!
I'm sorry to say that, but the way what he said about Sarah, it really, and apart from that, you're going around chatting, you're talking about Sarah behind her back, and
You didn't like it?
He's an absolute dickhead.
Is anyone team Paul? You like Paul? Try and balance it out.
I like Paul. He's playing the game. He's giving us some good TV. All right, he's stirring it all up, but that's what we want to see. I don't want to see a house that's all...
I just love Chanel. She's just loving it. It's like she's at home. She's like... She fucking loves it. Well, it wasn't just Sarah. There was another housemate had a bit of a Barney with Paul. That was Karthik. And just for the viewers, Karthik... Yeah, not Qatar, none of that. Bradley, Big Brother's had a bit of a stern word with Paul as well. At the end of the day, you know, what Karthik meant, whatever he did it meant, at the end of the day, it's his race. He can say that he feels that. He can say that he doesn't feel that. But what was you making of the whole situation with the name and stuff like that?
There's three things you've got to stay away from, and that's politics, religion, and race when it comes to telling. And I feel like if there's been a misunderstanding, it just needs to be said, look, I'm really sorry that I didn't mean it in that way. How can we move forward with this? I guess that's the way it should be.
It was hard,
rather than
wasn't it?
dragging it on.
It was hard because obviously it is a tough subject, like you said, and I get what you're saying. There's 3 things to stay away from. Look, in some cases, you do need to go there. In certain cases, with race, politics, whatever. But yeah, I do understand what you're saying. But Chanel, where did you lay on the matter? Do you think Paul handled it well? Do you think Karthik handled it well, or do you think they both handled it terribly?
In the words of this gentleman, Paul's a dickhead.
Right.
No, he's really doing it. I feel like he just follows the crowd. He's a bit of a sheep. So he wants to be in with a popular clique, and he will follow whatever they say and whatever they think. And I think he's quite a fragile person, to be fair, what I've seen of him. And I think he does just follow the crowd. I wish he'd have his own opinion.
Dan, do you think Paul's trying to be the alpha in there?
Yeah, and I felt so sorry for Karthik over that whole experience because I actually felt like he was pushed into the corner. He said something that clearly came from the heart because to me, watching it, it was uncomfortable. Paul was being nasty. How was he meant to know whether it was a racist jibe or whether it was just disrespect? Either of them, I think, were really inappropriate. Karthik, I feel like, feels like he's not in the main group and that he's desperately seeking some approval from people.
I do have to say as well, and I do have to say this in Paul's defence, obviously, there was the little joke, obviously, where Sam got Karthik's name wrong earlier in the day. Do you know what I mean? So
I know, but it was just
Why does he have to follow the crowd,
and it was done with a nasty edge to it.
You think it was?
Yeah, but I want to see Karthik like the Karthik from The Apprentice. You know, that's what I don't like. He's lost his confidence in there, and I almost feel like Paul is just like bullying him a little bit.
Well, look, I obviously have to stop you there because obviously when it comes down to bullying and stuff like that, if Big Brother believed that, or obviously Karthik for that matter, that's where Big Brother would step in. But that hasn't happened at the moment. But it wasn't all bickering tonight. The flirting continued between Marissa and Jordan. I mean, Bradley, look at the handhold. I mean, do we want to see this happen?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I don't know. I think it'd be good TV, number one. Number two, it'd be very, very interesting if something did happen and she took him to America to meet the mob bosses. Yeah? Right? Imagine how that would go down, right? Sitting around the dinner table, so are you going to look after my girl?
Can you imagine?
How many women have you slept with then?
Yeah.
You know, like...
Me and the family.
Whack him.
It would be great. And on Chanel's note, other porn sites are available. Good time, still to go and find out who's got Helen hot and bothered. And this man can make or break showbiz careers with one click of his fingers. Dan Wootton is going to be giving us his verdict on the CBB stories that have been breaking in the newspapers over the weekend. I'll see you straight after this break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Right, it's time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bot Celebrity Edition news. Just going to walk into shop because I ain't running tonight. OK, top stories tonight. Helen's getting a sweat on. The boys are having bants. And Jordan's having doubts. First up at 12:24 this afternoon, after some arse to the grass squats this weekend, Marissa was doing her best to teach Helen more of the basics.
Give me a butterfly.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I haven't got the right equipment on.
You got leggings on. Stop the madness.
Don't.
Do it. Butterfly.
I can only go like that.
Let's go. Ready?
Okay, over there.
Then
Is
pull
this
your
the
back.
right leg?
Yeah, your left, push it back, hold yourself, and push your whole body that way to crack your lower back. Open your legs. You need to open them.
I know, but then the back. You don't understand, Marissa.
Put your pillow there.
What, sit on it?
Put your pillow here if you feel, so you can open up more. No, don't sit on it. Cover your crotch.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because if you feel your...
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now straddle. There you go.
I love the ladder. Well, there you go, Helen Lederer. 5 steps to Ab Fab Abs, coming soon to a store nowhere near you soon. Side note, a big thank you to Marissa for protecting our eyes with the pillow. Do you know what I mean? Can I get an amen? Thank you. Then at 12:34 this afternoon, the boys thought that they had the ingredients that would make up the perfect man.
I couldn't go out with someone who's just got a good body and no banter. I couldn't do it.
I do have some banter in my crevices.
You three have got top banter.
That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Combined with the perfect man.
We are. Yeah, we are. Combined with the perfect man. All our bodies put together, all our banter put together, and then like.
And which bit am I?
We need you just to fucking have a check.
Yeah.
Just you're like our Oprah.
You're like my guru.
You're Oprah.
You're our
I'm
Oprah.
not Oprah.
You are.
You're our Jeremy Kyle. You're our
I'm your
Trisha.
Bieber.
No. Listen, I've been thinking about this. I think I know what makes the perfect man. Pearly white teeth. Shiny black locks. Bucket full of charisma. Sound familiar? It's not me, is it? No. Get out! Unbelievable. Finally, at 2:53 this afternoon, could this showmance be over before it's even started?
Is it real flirting?
We're not flirting.
We have been
We're
flirting.
just having a good time.
We have been flirting. Is it real flirting or fake flirting? What is it?
I'm never fake.
I need to learn to catch better because I couldn't catch my fucking stuff.
Well, that's a promising answer.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why don't you want to talk about it? It's a simple question. So I don't want to keep flirting if it's not real.
You don't have to.
Oh, Jordan, please keep flirting. Don't do this to us #Jarissa fans. Please. And that was today's CBB News. That's the old music. Did you hear that? That was the old music. I hear everything. All right, it's time now to delve a little bit deeper and get to know the stories behind the stories with our VIP in the know. Nothing Celebrity Big Brother related gets past this man. It's time for Dan Wootton in... Get up for Dan Wootton! Thank you. Nice little mustard piece popping out there. Listen, we are nearly a week in. We need to look at the press's reaction, especially to the lineup. Now, the Daily Mail had this to say: a pop princess with a vengeance, a real housewife with a very famous love rival, a mob wife, and Barry from EastEnders. All new Celebrity Big Brother lineup promises fireworks. Now, according to the papers, Dan, on paper, this is a bit of a fruity lineup, isn't it?
Yeah, because it had all of the combined factors to potentially lead to a great Celebrity Big Brother. And you never know, really, until
You never know
they're
until
in
they're all
there,
in there.
do you? But I think especially with Sarah Harding's entry, that's a big name. That's someone that everyone wanted to see. And you combine it with a soap star, someone from the X Factor, plus the Americans that maybe we didn't know as much about. I mean, I have to say, I knew nothing about Trisha, probably for the best.
I didn't.
But she's now one of my favourites.
There you go. Are they delivering for you so far, do you think?
Yeah, some of them are. I mean, I think Barry from EastEnders has been pretty quiet.
I think
opening
we've actually
night.
realised that Sean isn't Barry, is he?
Yeah.
I think we all expected Barry to go in, didn't we?
And then I imagine Derek is channeling some spirits away somewhere, but hopefully he's going to channel some entertainment at some point.
Well, listen,
but that aside, yes, they have.
We have seen a couple of fireworks start. I mean, I say we're at the Catherine Wheel stage at the moment,
Yeah.
but are we going to expect a full 5th of November sort of over the coming week?
100%.
That's what we want, isn't it?
It's just so close. And that's why I feel like tonight we got the first taster of it with Paul versus Sarah, with a little touch of Gemma thrown in.
Well, this is the thing with Gemma. We're starting to see a little bit of the
yeah.
Gemma that maybe a lot of people have seen on X on the Beach or on other shows and stuff like that. Do you think we're going to get more from her?
Yeah, I mean, you're mates with her, is that right?
Yeah, well, we used to be very good friends. Yeah, we were on shows
But she's
together.
not a nice character, though, is she?
I think Gemma, sometimes she does play up to that sort of bit of a bitch character sometimes. I mean, she was one of my very good friends, so she
But
was never
Katie
horrible to
Price
me.
cannot stand
Well,
her.
yeah, they've got beef. They've got beef. But all slate clean for me. But listen, let's move on from Gemma. Let's talk about the nation's sweetheart, not Cheryl, our hot tub bathing country girl, Sarah Harding. Now, we saw her have a bit of a meltdown in today's show. The Express reported this. Celebrity Big Brother, Sarah Harding to quit. Girls Aloud star has another breakdown. Now listen, Dan, we've spoke about this briefly. We know Sarah's past. We know she's had some troubled times in the past and she's been fragile. But she is ready. She is raring to go. She would not have walked through them doors if she wanted.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest, she did 10 years in a girl band. Do you know what I mean? We know how that can be. Do you think she can do it? Can she hack celeb?
Look, I am worried about it. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see her walk or at least try to walk at some point. But
I don't think she'll walk.
But what I would say is that it may have come across like I was being harsh about Sarah before. I actually wasn't. I'm fond of her. The point that I'm making is she just needs to forget about what she thinks people's perceptions are.
Yeah.
And actually, if she does that and she just lives her life and she has fun, you know what? If you want to have a cider, have a cider.
Yeah!
If you want to have 3 ciders, have 3 ciders.
You want to get in the hot tub and bite Amelia and Lily, have a lovely time.
But the great thing is we are getting a little taster here of what used to go on behind the scenes on the Girls Aloud tours.
Yeah,
okay?
but do you know what?
Because let's just say they were not all good friends on stage.
Well, obviously, I can neither confirm nor deny those rumours because I wasn't there, which is quite upsetting. Damn you, Amelia.
Is Cheryl phoning in later?
I've just got off the phone to Cheryl. She was like, babe, don't say anything. Right, let's talk. I love Cheryl. You know I love her all.
I bet she is watching.
Oh, I bet they're all watching. I would, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'd have a right gulp. Right, let's talk romance. We've seen some of Britain's best love stories start in that house. Chantel and Preston, remember them?
Oh, love
Lee
them.
Ryan and Casey.
Amazing.
Lee Ryan and Jasmine.
Not so amazing.
Well, listen, this weekend we saw signs of a brand new Celebrity Big Brother relationship. Let's look at this headline from the Daily Star. CBB romance. Marissa and Jordan shatter flirting thermometers. It feels right. Dan, does it feel right?
No. This is not going to be the romance of the series. I'm going to predict that now.
I had my prediction on launch night. And I said, on paper, I thought Amelia and Sam, this before they walked in. When they walked in, I said Amelia and Chad. Did I not say that on launch night? And now we've got some little triangle. What are you making?
Well, absolutely. I think that's where we're going to see the love. Definitely.
Wouldn't it be lovely if it was Sarah and Paul?
Yeah.
What turnaround?
But do you know what? Is it so crazy to think that something might happen with Jordan and Trisha by the end of the series?
Jordan and Trisha?
Yeah, that's where I think
really
there might be something by the end. If they both stay in and they come around to each other, I can see that happening. Jordan and Marissa, I just don't believe.
Or we did see Chad lend a little shoulder to Sarah to have a little bit of a cry on.
Now that
Sarah
could
and Chad.
Although, do you know, before she went in the house, Sarah told me that she currently has a boyfriend.
Oh, really?
So just to put that out there, I don't think she's in the house looking for love. It would make a much better story, though, if something did happen as a result.
OK, well, there you go. That's what she said to Dan. It wasn't just Jalissa, though, who were flirting up a storm over the weekend. As I said, it would appear that Amelia has got herself caught in a bit of a love triangle between Chad and Sam. Now, I would wonder what her parents may think of this, but I'm not wondering no more because our friends at The Sun had this to say, it'd be tacky. Amelia Lily's family do not want her to have a Celebrity Big Brother romance with Chad Johnson or anyone else. Now, Dan, obviously you can see their point of view. It's their daughter, it's their sister, it's their whatever. They don't want to see this, but will it happen? You normally predict these things.
Well, look, Amelia is firstly, she's from the nicest family in the world. Her brother, Lewis, he was actually a big West End star and was on the reality show Any Dream Will Do. So they're really tight. And I think the point that he was trying to make is obviously in an ideal world, you don't want to have to see your sister in a romance on TV.
Yeah.
But if there's true love, then they probably would accept it. I think out of all of the contestants, Amelia went in there absolutely convinced that romance was not going to happen.
100% okay.
But I think what's quite interesting is that after just a week, you can see, I think she's quite taken by both of them.
I think
genuinely.
she is.
And so there's going to be a choice here. But I think you're right. If I had to put money on it, it's going to be with Sam over Chad. And by the way, Chanel just told me Chad is only 29.
I'm 28. Chad's 29. Mind you, everyone goes, you're only 28.
I can't believe he's 29.
He's 29.
I think we need to check his passport.
He's lived a life, hasn't he?
He has lived a
life.
life.
Well, listen, Dan, as a pleasure, it always is. Give it up for Dan Worm.
Thank you.
You always give good headlines. All right, coming up tomorrow night, this is our first celeb eviction. I'm going to be talking to each of the nominees' friends, family and superfans after the break as eviction agony returns. I'll see you straight after this. Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Sorry, don't mind me. I weren't really ready for you to come back. I was just deciding who's going to get a membership to my VIP club that I've got. So first we've got Katie Price. There she is there. Yeah, we'll keep Katie Price. We'll keep Katie Price. Yeah, we'll keep her. Next up, she's no Lisa Scott Lee, but we've got Claire from Steps there. She's my sister. I've got to keep her. Last but not least, we've got Christopher Maloney. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, I can't. Bye, Chris. I'm sorry, darling. No, I love him, but I ain't got the room. I haven't got the room. I'm sorry. I ain't got the room. Anyway, I love him, really. I'm off to shred some more membership cards. While I'm doing that, have a look at this exclusive. And play along at home, it's 2 truths and 1 lie. A game with Trisha at the helm.
Action. I got it in my head. Okay. My dad is an Elvis impersonator. I hate dogs. I had sex with my middle school teacher.
Definitely have sex with
Yeah, 100%.
Number 1's lie.
No,
Number 2.
Number 2 is
Which is the dogs?
2.
I'm saying the dogs.
Dogs.
No, number 3. I did not have sex with my middle school teacher. I hate dogs. Hate them. I go out of my way to not talk to them. Not nice
That's
to them.
another one of your things. Which
They
is
ripped my face off. I have no bridge on my nose because when I was 4, 2 pit bulls ripped my nose off.
You had your nose ripped off by a pit bull.
Yeah, that's why there's no. It's a fake right here. This is fake cartilage.
I'm glad it wasn't number 2. Chanel, do you hate dogs?
I love dogs. I love animals more than people.
Sam, are you shocked they didn't get that right?
Given her background, absolutely not.
It could have been anyone. All right, Brad, let's back with you. 2 truths, 1 lie. Go on.
You told me to be brutal, right?
Go on.
Okay, is it true or false that the boys of S Club once got arrested for being naughty?
Right, okay, yeah, go on,
Right.
next one.
The next one is it true or false that me and Chanel dated once upon a time?
Oh!
And the third one is it true or false? I'm not going to do it, Dad. I'm not going to say it. Did we, S Club, perform for the Queen?
Okay, I think the lie's Chanel. I think the lie's Chanel.
What's wrong with me?
Is that right?
Give us a second.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, God, you're terrible. Terrible at this. Terrible. All right. Tomorrow night sees our very first celeb eviction of the series, and there are friends and superfans out there who need my help. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... Hi, welcome back, viewers. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. On the line, we've got some troubled callers who are concerned about the fate of their loved ones. Marissa, Trisha, Chad, Karthik and Sarah. They're all facing the dreaded title of first evictee, dears, yes. And their friends and superfans are on the line to get something off their chest. So joining us on the line first is Marissa's friend and former housemate, Aaron. Aaron, are you there?
I am, yes.
Hi,
how are
Aaron.
you?
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Aaron, how much are you missing your friend?
Not a lot, actually, because I'm actually running social media for Marissa and I'm watching the show like a stalker. So it's hard to miss somebody when you're watching them every night.
Let me ask you this. Sean picked Marissa for the killer nomination on the first night. Are you surprised how she's handled it as my boy?
Not really, no, because she's quite cool, calm and collected. She was probably thinking, I'm going to kill you, just you wait.
Yeah.
But she handled it quite well, actually, I thought. And that's the kind of character she is. But you've got to watch out, though, because she's a fiery one.
It
could have gone 2 ways.
It could have gone 3 ways. Finally, Aaron, please can you tell our fans what they should expect from Marissa if she was to stay in the house?
Well, she's like a little stick of dynamite. You put a spark in her and I swear she will blow. So somebody's just got to be careful that they don't step on her toes. But other than that, she's really sweet, she's really soft, she's motherly, So she likes to take care of people, and she's got a lot of laughs. So
well, you
she's
turned
she's
that
a good
round
housemate.
lovely, didn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Aaron. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure to talk to you. Let's talk about Trisha now. We've got one of her biggest supporters on the phone, also an ex-housemate. It's Mark Byron from Liverpool. Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you? You okay?
I'm really great. It's so lovely to speak to you, but we need to talk about Trisha. She's had a very tough week. Do you just want to give her a cuddle?
I do. She's had such a hard time. I'd love to get in there and give her a hug. I think what she needs is a gay best friend to remind her how fabulous she can be.
Oh, that's just so lovely to hear you say. She chose pizza, and in return, she's got to face the public vote. Do you think the housemates would have just nominated her anyway?
They definitely would have nominated her. They always nominate the big characters. She's bold. She doesn't back down to no one. She's gone against the grain, and I think they're a little bit intimidated by it already.
Oh, definitely. Well, we know she wants to go. That's what she said. But do you think she's got a little bit more fight in her?
She's got loads more fight in her. There's a reason she's got such a huge following. She's fierce, she's fab, and I think when she finds her feet in there, she could be an iconic housemate.
Oh, Mark, it's such a pleasure to speak to you. Give up, Mark.
You too. Bye.
I'll absolutely love. Let's talk about Karthik now with his friend Kamesh. Hi, Kamesh, you there?
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much for asking, Kamesh. Kamesh, Brandy branded him disrespectful to women. That's not the Karthik you know, is it?
Yeah, no, not really. I don't think he meant that in a disrespectful way. You know what? Once he offered to pay for dinner when he was on a very good date, back came the reply, I can pay for myself.
Oh.
And he could never see the girl back again.
Oh.
But people have their preferences, you know, and it is sometimes very important to observe, understand, and acknowledge that while we are with them, isn't it?
It's true. He said that this is his first reality show because obviously The Apprentice is just a serious business show. How do you think your friend's handling it in there?
Yeah, to be honest, he is a bit nervous, I would say. I haven't seen the funny side of Karthik as yet on the show. He will have you in tears if he was himself, hopefully soon.
I hope so too. Why should the monobrow king live to face another day in there?
He's so much fun on a night out, so entertaining, and no one will get to see that if he gets evicted.
Hey,
Before he leaves the house, I think people should see that side of him. And one more week inside, probably things might be very different. So my best wishes to him, and truly hope the public support him and give him a chance.
That's so lovely to hear. Thank you, Kamesh. Give up a Kamesh. Bless you. No, thank you. Yeah, we can now speak to Sarah's friend, Michelle. Michelle, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Rylan.
Hi, Michelle. Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for calling us. I mean, Sarah had a little cry in tonight's show, God bless her. What do you usually do to calm her down?
Well, she's normally a really happy spirit when she's at home in her own environment. But like us all, if she did have a moment and she was upset, I'd just give her a big hug, be a shoulder to cry on and listen, basically.
We all need a shoulder, yeah.
Exactly, and just do what girls do, go out for dinner and just cheer each other up.
Well, I got to say, she did stick it to Paul at the end of tonight's show, didn't she, dear? Did she fend for herself?
Yes, 100%. If she feels that someone is in the wrong, she will defend the argument to the death. So, yes, 100%, she will definitely stand her ground if she feels she's in the right.
Well, if Sarah stays, should we expect more tears from her, or is she going to become a fighter like Christina Aguilera?
Well, I think, yes, we will see more tears. You will, obviously, the viewers and the public are getting to see the sensitive Sarah. She's not thick-skinned. But she has got real fighting spirit, so she won't be defeated.
We just want her to be herself, Michelle.
Exactly.
That's all we want, my darling. I wish you the best of luck, Michelle, with everything you do. Have a lovely time, okay?
Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks,
Michelle.
Rylan. Bye.
We can now speak to Chad's wannabe girlfriend. It's a little bit creepy because she hasn't met him yet. It's former housemate Josie Gibson. Hello, Josie. How are you, dear? Are you well?
I'm really, really well, yeah. Just dreaming about my boyfriend Chad, and he's obviously, when he knows about me and him, he's going to be over the moon, obviously.
It's a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie. He was upset about being up, though, wasn't he? Has our macho man got a softer side?
I think men like Chad are secretly really insecure.
Yeah.
And he just might need a little Josie Gibson shoulder to cry on.
Or any other body part available.
Or any other body part,
yes.
Rylan. Or I wouldn't mind any of his body parts.
I know about you, dear. Now, listen, he might have the body, but would you like to see him assert a bit more power over the house?
Yeah, I think he is an alpha, but he's just trying to get in there first of all. Do you know what I mean? He's just laying his roots, but he'll be the alpha of the house.
God bless him, Josie. It's always such a pleasure to speak to you.
I love you.
Are you well?
I'm really well. Yeah, really, really well.
I dread to think where you are. Josie, thank you so much. It's Josie, everyone. We all know Josie. Bye-bye, my dear. Okay. Sadly, we have run out of time. A massive thank you to all of the friends and the fans who called in this evening, and to everyone at home who's supporting our housemates. It's from the comfort of their sofas. It's beautiful. It really is. If you've been affected by any of tonight's issues, please don't go to our website because there's still nothing there. I've been Rylan Clark-Neal. Until next time, this has been Eviction Agony. Night-night, I'm drunk when I do it. I don't know why. Don't go anywhere because we've got more exclusives coming up after the break. But first, eviction night looms tomorrow. Our housemates' memberships might have been shredded, but who will get the actual cut from the house tomorrow night? Remember, it is vote to save. So who stays? You decide! You decide. This week, Chad, Karthik, Marissa, Sarah and Trisha all face the public vote. Who stays, you decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Chad, add 03. For Karthik, add 08. For Marissa, add 09. For Sarah, add 13. For Trisha, add 15. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. I've just got breaking exclusive news, guys. The celebrity bots cam has allegedly been moved. Yeah. I don't know where it is. You don't know where it is. So, for the first time in its new position, please be somewhere good. We spent money on this. Let's switch it on. Oh. OK, so we've moved from the Forest Suite to the Blossom Suite. I've got to say, there is no housemates there, but what a tidy bunch. It is so nice to see them looking after themselves. I mean, it would be nice to get some action, but who knows? Maybe we might see Helen and Barry having it off. Who knows? Who knows? But listen, it is eviction eve. No one wants to be the first to be evicted, but tomorrow night, the honeymoon will definitely be over, as one of them will be kicked back out into the real world. But which of our famous five should go? So we have got 1 minute to talk about each housemate in turn. When the time's up, we'll hear a noise like this. Stretcher. And I'll have to move on. So let's start with the killer nomination herself, Marissa. Start the clock. Dan, Marissa.
Well, hasn't really shown what she could do yet, but I did like what Aaron, her friend, said on the phone to you. She's close to being sparked off like a dynamite, so let's keep her in for that reason.
You think keep her in, Chanel?
I can't wait for it to kick off. She's just like me. I love her. Like, literally, if her boyfriend ever did anything to piss her off, she slit his tyres, and I love it. Like,
Glad you said tyres. Brad?
She's hot, number one. Number two, I want to see some of that gangster come out in her. You know
You want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see some of that gangster.
Yeah, I love Marissa. I really want her to win.
No. You want her to win?
Yeah, I love her so much. And I really want to see her feisty side, though. I really want her to kick off and get her feisty side.
I love her. Who's not liking her? You don't like her, darling. Oh, sorry, I've got to do a little fandango to get to her. Go on.
I don't like her. I think she's going to cause a lot of trouble in the house, especially with the other alpha
Good
females.
trouble or bad trouble?
Bad trouble. I think she wants to be an alpha female, so I think there's going to be a bit of rivalry amongst
Is that a
them.
bad thing?
I love a good row.
Oh, shit! Right, let's move on to Karthik. Start the clock. Bradley, Karthik.
Karthik. Love his eyebrows. I want to take him to get some thread in. I want to, when he comes out, we're going to go and just do it for his charity.
Yeah.
And that's what I'll say.
An eyebrow wax to charity from Bradley. Chanel.
eyebrows on fleek. No, I want to see more from him at the minute. I'm just like yawn when I'm watching him. So I want to see more from him. Hopefully he'll show us more.
Dan, do you think he's got more?
He does, but I feel like he's had his chance and he's blown it because out of the people who are nominated this week, he's the one that you won't really miss. And so I think he should probably go this week because the others all have so much to offer the house.
Fair enough, Karthik.
Best answer.
He hasn't had a chance yet to shine with all those different personalities
he's had a chance
in there.
just yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
I think there's too much bigger characters in
Yeah,
there, and they're just overdoing it. Like,
But will that carry on?
yeah, he's just boring for me.
You think he's boring, too quiet?
I think he's too quiet. It's too quiet for this. It's too serious.
Too serious. Who likes him?
Compared to Chad, he brings so much more compared to Chad.
Stop it, you! Right, let's move on to Trisha, who put a deep pan pepperoni pizza ahead of her time in the house. Let's start the clock. Dan.
Oh, wow. She has been a revelation as a housemate. No idea what she did before. I do not care. The house absolutely needs her. Also, you're punishing her by keeping her in, so it's sort of a win-win because if you love to hate her, you know she actually doesn't want to be there.
True say, Chanel.
I love a drama queen, and as bad as it sounds, I want to see her lose it more, and I want to see her have more meltdowns, just so I can sit at home like...
Bradley!
I like my girls BBW.
Her YouTube channel and everything about her, she is just so funny, and I can't wait for her to like bring more of the breakdowns and the crying.
So you
and
still seem to like it. Anyone want her out? Luna wants her out. Of course you had to be up here.
I want her out because she's too big a character for the house and she's overpowering everyone else. So.
You think she's Oh, Luna, put it away, girl. All right, let's talk about Beefcake Chad. Start the clock. Bradley.
Sorry, what was that?
Chad.
What about Chad? Let me see. I want to hear more about him as a person. You know what I mean? No, because it's too much about girls and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to approach her or what I'm going to say. And I've got more potential than him.
So you want to get to know Chad?
I want to know Chad. I want to know what he's about. Where did he come from? You know.
Chanel?
He's putting on this alter ego, thinks he's God's gift to men, and I'm just going to put it out there.
women and men.
I'm just going to put it out there. Most men that big themselves up like this are always shit in bed, so I'm just going to say...
We can either confirm nor deny that rumour personally. Dan.
Well, Chad has taken more blows to his ego this week than blows to anything else. And I think that actually it's been nice to see him transform. There's still some hope of a CBB love story. So we need him in there for that reason, guys.
Chad. Keep him in. He's a good character.
Oh, my Marcel. Jesus. Finally, let's talk about Sarah. Start the clock. Dan, Sarah.
Sarah has to stay in that house. This girl is going on a journey. This girl has to be allowed to go on that journey. And actually, you know what? I think she could end up being a winner.
Wow, Chanel.
I want to learn more and I want to see more of her. I think she's in a vulnerable place at the minute, but I think she just needs good people around her in the house and then she'll shine.
I agree with both of them. I love Sarah to pieces. She's a great singer. We all know that she's a good singer.
Yes.
She's on a journey and I want to see more to her. She's fascinating.
You think, right, clean sweep, who don't like her? Oh, she don't like her. Just put her hand up and everything.
She's a wet lettuce, and I think there's nothing more to her. She is.
Do you think she's a wet
No,
lettuce?
she won't come out of her shell. I don't think she will. She's in there to try and enhance a career that she hasn't really got. And
Right, very quickly down the panel. Dan, who do you want out tomorrow night?
Karthik.
Karthik, Chanel.
Chad.
Chad, Brad.
Oh, I don't know.
Quicker.
Chad!
Who do you want out? Chad, Karthik, Chad, Karthik. Well, listen, they've had their say, but of course the views are ultimately worthless because it's you who decides. Find out who it is with Emma tomorrow night at 9. That is it for tonight. And massive thanks to my panel and our fantastic audience. I'll be back just after 11 tomorrow with your first celebrity evictee. Callum Best is going to be here. Paisley Billings, my very own bit on the side, Rusty Lee. Till then.